All right, buenas noches. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 7th Annual Scholarship Ceremony presented by the Hispanic Scholarship Alliance and hosted by Boeing. All right, we have a special night for you tonight. We are glad that you are here with us as we honor 37 scholars from the HSA organization. My name is Jomo Castro, a proud member of Hacemos, the AT&T Hispanic Latino Employee Association. I lead strategic initiatives in both Hacemos and AT&T Global Project Management. Please welcome our co-host who will be joining me this evening.
Hi guys, my name is Jacqueline Noronio. I'm part of the Venezuelan Association and I'm also part of the Society of Hispanic Professional Engineers, so I'm really delighted to be here tonight. I'm excited. I can't believe that we have so many scholars. I'm so excited. It's grown a lot in the past couple of years. I'm originally from Venezuela, and this event is truly dear to me because I actually came on a scholarship to the United States. So just because of scholarships, that's how people get educated, that's how you get far in life, so I'm really excited. And we have a great agenda for you tonight, so we really hope that you enjoy it as much as we enjoy preparing for it.
So please stand for our national anthem. Tonight it will be sung by Diana Barbara Vasquez.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Now, to bless tonight's event, I would really like to welcome on stage Reverend Denise Tovar.
En el nombre del Padre, del Hijo, del Espíritu Santo. Amén. Padre Celestial, te damos gracias por la bendición de los padres aquí que estaba detrás de sus hijos a sobresalir en su educación. Te damos gracias por la fuerza que nos dan para aprender y estar mucho para lograr grandes cosas. Pedimos a Dios que siga bendiciendo a estos estudiantes para que sean diligentes en sus estudios y continuar el gran trabajo que ha comenzado en ellos. Amen. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Heavenly Father, we thank you for the blessing of the parents who stood behind their children to excel in their education. We thank you for the strength you give to us to learn and to study hard, to accomplish great things. We pray that you continue to bless these students to be diligent in their studies and continue the great work you have begun in them. Amen.
Thank you. And thank you very much. And what I would like to do now is to call on stage William Valdenanes. Wanted to make sure to thank the Boeing Company for hosting tonight, and he will be doing some welcome remarks for us tonight.
Buenas noches, ¿cómo están todos? God, that feels good. Let me tell you, my name is William, before I start talking. And I'm originally from Bayamon, Puerto Rico. And I'm an engineer here at the Boeing Company. I work with the F-15 Strike Eagle. And let me tell you, I don't get to speak Spanish at work. So for me to come here and say, ¿Cómo están? ¿Todo bien? ¿La están pasando bien? That feels great. So on behalf of the Boeing Company, let me welcome you guys to our home. Hope you guys are enjoying your time. Hope you guys enjoy the program and the appetizers that we had out there. Our company values diversity a lot. It's one of our top priorities, diversity of people, diversity of ideas. And we wouldn't be where we are today if it weren't for our diverse culture here. So welcome to our home, and hope you guys enjoy the night. And congratulations to all the scholars.
Thank you, William, very, very much. We are really excited to be here. I think it's time to recognize our special guests in our audience tonight. So if you don't terribly mind, please stand up for just a few seconds as you're recognized. Brian Holscher with the Metropolitan St. Louis Sewer District. Thank you. One of our greatest supporters, and really, really an honor to have him here tonight, Charlie Dooley, St. Louis County Executive. Jorge Rio Pedre, Executive Director, Casa de Salud. Carlos Ramirez, Executive Director of the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. Robert Fisher with the World Affairs Council, he's Executive Director. Tony Gonzalez, CEO of Gonzalez Companies and the HCC Foundation. And a very, very dear friend and much a supporter of the St. Louis community and education here in Virginia Brax with the Hispanic Arts Council.
Now, this event wouldn't be possible without the sponsors that have demonstrated their commitment to diversity with support for the Hispanic Scholarship Alliance and its members' events. Please stand if you are part of these companies as we recognize their contributions that make these awards possible. Bob Fox and Maxine Clark. Maxine Clark is the founder and CEO of Build-A-Bear. Bob Fox founded New Space, where they design, build, and install closets and more. Both Maxine and Bob have a passion for philanthropy. Bob established Casa de Salud, a new path to health serving Hispanic immigrants in the St. Louis community. Their vision and generosity are truly impacting lives for the better. The Hacemos Scholarship sponsors, they include Kelly Mitchell, Yellow Pages, ASAP, WNA, Wavecrest, and AT&T. Ameren, providing energy needs in a safe, reliable, and responsible manner. Go ahead. Arturo Latimer, who sponsored the wonderful programs that we have here tonight. Arturo, Webster University, I think we have representation here from our friend Guillermo, a worldwide institution. And Ritmo Latino in St. Louis, supporting the Alliance and its member organizations on WEW 778AM. And of course, the Boeing Company for providing the facilities, the wonderful museum for our reception and refreshments. Muchas gracias a todos, and thank you to all of our sponsors for your many contributors that have sponsored all of our member events. Big round of applause.
Another one of our special guests here tonight with the UMSL, Alan Bird, Dean of Enrollment Services. It's also important to recognize the organizations that form part of the Alliance, as they're the pillars of this community effort. So as I mention your name, please stand and be recognized. With the Bolivian Society, John Galator. With the Puerto Rican Society, Samuel Llanos. With Grupo Atlántico, Carmen Dense. With the Society of Hispanic Professional Engineers, William Vallanes.
And with Hacemos, our president, Maria Van Diemen. For the Hispanic Leaders Group of Greater St. Louis, Pendy Trujillo. For the Hispanic Educational, Cultural, and Scholarship Fund, Rafael Nun Marin. With the Venezuelan Association in Missouri, the director, Luis Martinez. And representing the entire Hispanic Scholarship Alliance, our chairman, Mr. Jaime Torres. Now, our next guest is a wonderful supporter, as has already been mentioned, and within our community, and he's never at a loss for words. And after a 30-year career at McDonnell Douglas, now Boeing, Charlie Dooley found his passion in serving his community. Now, our St. Louis County Executive, it's my pleasure to introduce Mr. Charlie Dooley.
Well, good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Get excited. This is good stuff. I'm extremely happy to hear it. First, let me say this. To my good friends Bob Fox and Maxine Clark, what a great sponsors and event people that you are. You do a tremendous job in the community. Congratulations to both of you. I'm always happy to be with my good friends, the Hispanic Scholarship Alliance of St. Louis. But the great part about this is you get an opportunity to meet the young people, the future leaders of America, the people that's going to make a difference in our community here and abroad. So I'm extremely happy. How you come together to really make a difference in our community, it is simply outstanding. And the young people, the different schools they're going to, different vocations and professions they're going to, engineers, some medical doctors, just going to be an outstanding opportunity for us to say, hey, look what we've done for our young people. But the pudding in the pie is this. Education is an opportunity that puts your foot in the door of success. That's going to be the important part, education. That's going to be the driver. That's going to make the difference. And it's going to be important for you young people to be also mentors to other people as you go forward in life. Please take somebody with you. Just don't get there by yourselves. This is a very encompassing community. Every person in our community is a person of value. And so if you think that way, you will understand how important education and you being here today, this is truly an outstanding opportunity for all of us to say this is the St. Louis metropolitan area, a place that we can be proud of, but even more importantly, we can be proud of our young people. Because our greatest resource is the young people in the audience today. They're the ones that are going to make a difference today and tomorrow. So on behalf of St. Louis County, I congratulate all the awardees, the scholarship individuals. Please keep doing what you're doing and come back and share with us again. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, Charlie. Thank you so very much. Wise words, guys, wise words. Now, you've heard a little bit about the Alliance. Some of you may or may not know about it. So what I'd like to do now is welcome to stage Rafael Numarin to talk a little bit about what the Alliance is.
I only have 3 hours and a half, so let's do it fast. Solamente tengo 3 horas para cubrir esto. Buenas noches a todos. Para poder resumir la Alliance, o la alianza, yo quiero que miren el mapa. Desde donde empieza hasta donde termina. Todas las personas que son aquí hispanas vienen de esa área. Ustedes se imaginan 26 diferentes naciones tratando de hacer diferentes actividades. All of us come from all those 26 different countries and we're here. We want to become the American dream. We get together to do it. Before, every different association was talking about their own small activity. In 2008, a group of great minds, not Jaime, but great minds, were thinking about how we can get all of them together and not only recognize your achievement. En 2008 pensamos, la mente muy privilegiada, cómo tan solo reconocer a ustedes todo lo que hicieron, pero unificar la comunidad. So we did that, getting together as one activity that unified the recognition of those people that would like to achieve everything that they can to become part of a great country of the United States, American Dream. Cogimos todas las actividades, juntamos todos los que tienen que ser reconocidos y todas las personas que quieren ser parte de ser los nuevos americanos. Y lo hicimos en una comunidad. With twofold. One, recognize you because of your achievement and support you with all our heart and the money that we collect for you. And the second thing, unify the new American and get you together with us to make you feel at home, support you, mentor you, because achieving the dream of being an American is a great dream of the whole community. Integrating you within the American dream is our goal, and you're doing your part, so we're going to support you. Lo voy a cambiar en español. Aquí, ¿quién no habla inglés? ¿Quién tiene? ¿Todo el mundo habla inglés? No, well, then we keep on running in English. No, you got one. Todo lo que hicimos fue unificarnos para lograr la ayuda que ustedes necesitan para continuar estudiando, dándole la supervisión, la ayuda y prestarle económicamente los fondos necesarios para que continúen, para que puedan ser americanos. Y ese sueño se haga realidad. Now, just to let you know, we are the new American. You are the new American. I'm the old American, but you are the new American. And what we need to do is to keep on going. And what we're asking you, as part of all those group of people, and they already mentioned all those associations, you have somebody who wants to give money, time, and effort, guide it through us, so we can make a dream a reality. Si tienen alguien que pueda dar ayuda, dinero, labor o tiempo para ayudar a los estudiantes, por favor déjenoslo saber. Esta asociación es el futuro y ustedes son el futuro de la asociación. This organization is the future, and you're the future of our organization. That's the American way. You help, you've been helped, you mentor, and the American get the best. Thank you very much.
Now, it's only fitting, since we are here at Boeing tonight, that our theme is science, technology, engineering, and math. STEM, bridging the future. It's the theme for tonight. And today, with the scientific and technological breakthrough that continue to revolutionize the way we live and work, the demand for STEM skills is clearly at an all-time high. Hispanics, women, and other minorities are grossly underrepresented in these fields, making it critical that we take action to encourage, teach, and mentor young students towards STEM when there is interest. Tonight's keynote is a prime example of the possibilities. An electrical engineer here at Boeing, he has built a career managing system integration in some of the most sophisticated aircrafts in the world. It's my pleasure to welcome Eric Gutierrez.
Thank you. Let's see, I'm going to take out a little cheat sheet here because, one, I do not want to ramble, and secondly, I want to make sure I mention a couple important facts. Like I said, my name is Eric Gutierrez. I was born and raised in Los Angeles, California. I went to school at Cal Poly Tech in Pomona, California. I studied electrical engineering, received my Bachelor's of Science in Electrical Engineering with an emphasis in digital systems. After graduating, I moved out to St. Louis. I've been out here for 9 years now. I've enjoyed my time here, and I've had fun. But I'm here to tell you today that my road to where I am now wasn't that easy. I'm sure some of you guys can relate. I was born to immigrant parents, came from a low-income family. Basically, my mom supported myself and my 3 siblings up through high school on a minimum wage job. She was a laborer, worked 40 hours, sometimes 50 hours a week, and got us through that. Not sure how we made it, but we got through it. At the age of 16, I started to work to help out my family, put some food on the table, and pay the mortgage every month. That's basically where I learned the value of $1. working for minimum wage, and after getting my first paycheck to myself, I didn't get much of my paychecks after that. Everything else was handed over to my mom. My mommy, she took care of everything else, so I try to do my part, help out my family just to make it through. So that value of a dollar, gosh, a big motivator for me. Working so many hours, and the pay wasn't great, but it was enough to get us by. Basically, after high school, graduating high school, I went on to college. I worked full-time my first 2.5 years, going to school full-time and working full-time. 5 days a week I was working. My 2 days off, I spent them all day at school. So for 2.5 years, I was 7 days a week going at it, and sometime in between I had to find time to study. So it was, tough. I got through it, but, my motivator was trying to get out of that lifestyle, the low-income family. I didn't want to keep that loop going. So I knew if I kept working hard, that my ticket out of that cycle was going to be my degree. And that's basically it. Your ticket, you can write your own ticket. It's your degree that gets you access to where you need to go. So that's basically my main motivator as I went through school, all the long nights of studying, 18 course credits, 1 quarter. I don't know how I did that, but I managed to get through. And it was a tough time, but working full time, I saw during the middle of my college studies that I wasn't going to be able to graduate in 4 or 5 years that I wanted to, working full time. So I had to give up work and focus on my studies just to hurry up and be able to get my ticket so I could punch it elsewhere and then move on and keep advancing and helping my family keep advancing as well. So tough times, but managed through it. And writing my ticket, that was the most important piece to me, so I could get access to whatever marketplace I needed to get access to, whatever industry I needed to get access to, at whatever level I wanted to be. So I wanted to be in charge of my ticket. And that's what I'm here to tell you today, that this is just the beginning. You are starting to write your ticket now. That ticket is going to get you to places that you wouldn't be able to get to without the hard work you're putting in right now. And hopefully these scholarships get you to write that ticket, whether it's an entry level, nosebleed seats at the top, or you're down in the VIP section, sitting as close to a field as you can. It's up to you. After that Bachelor of Science or Bachelor of Arts, if you want to keep on studying, keep going. Keep searching for those scholarships. They're out there. You guys just got to keep doing the research, and the parents keep helping your kids out. I mean, you can make it. It's all up to you. You're in control. You're your own ticket office. I mean, think about that. You can write your own ticket to wherever you want to sit in that stadium. So take advantage of the opportunities given to you today. And one couple of things I wanted to mention, though, about STEM. So a couple interesting facts. Experts say that technological innovation accounted for almost half of the U.S. economic growth over the past 50 years. And almost all of the 30 fastest growing occupations in the next decade will require at least some background in STEM. And right now, 3 million is the projected shortage of workers with U.S. college degrees, associates or better by 2018. So think about that. 3 million short. Supply and demand. Not enough supply, demand goes up. Guess what goes up when demand goes up? Your salaries, your pay. So think about that. That's kind of one of the themes. Boeing's invested heavily in first robotics, going out, Viva Technology, going out to schools, promoting science, technology, engineering, and math. So it's a good area. If that's a path you're thinking about going into, keep digging into it. Research. Find out if there's a love for one of the studies there that you can get involved with and take it on as your career. Another number. In 2006, I know it's a little dated, but I couldn't find a better factor, but the U.S. science and engineering workforce was comprised of 4% Hispanic. That's a pretty low number, considering that I believe our population here in the U.S. is between 16 and 18%. And hopefully you guys don't quote me on that, because I might be off by a couple numbers there. But 4%, so that's something being part of Society of Hispanic Professional Engineers, have taken time to spearhead robotics programs in schools. We've implemented a robotics program with Virginia Brax. She was one of our first programs to allow us to basically experiment with their students, because that's basically what we did that first year. After that, we were able to implement a program at St. Cecilia. We were able to implement that as part of their curriculum, which is a huge success for our organization. And it's like they mentioned earlier, you guys are given these opportunities right now, but don't forget to keep that cycle going. You guys got to give back. It's not only helping the people you're going out to mentor or give advice or provide some sort of path to, it's helping yourself too, because you grow as a person, you grow as an individual when you're doing that. So keep that in mind. And I know we're running a little short on time here, or I was looking at the agenda, I was like, whoa, I think we're a little, so I'm gonna try to make it up. But in closing, believe in yourself. Set your goals. Don't be afraid to take risks. Be innovative. And you'll be able to achieve your goals. And once you attain your ticket, the ticket wherever you want to go, you'll be able to improve your children's tickets and your children's tickets to get to whatever area you want to get to. So with that, the parents, I want to thank you guys for keeping your children in line here and tagging, getting them over to find these scholarships. Me growing up, I was never encouraged to do that, so I kind of missed out on a couple opportunities, but I'm glad you guys are taking advantage of this, and I hope you guys do well with these scholarships. So, thank you.
Don't run off yet. We know how inspirational talks are and how important they are. So on behalf of the Hispanic Scholarship Alliance, we wanted to present this little token of our appreciation. Thank you. And now we have our first artistic presentation of the night. A Poesía Negroide performance by Jaime Torres, accompanied by the percussion of Herman and Ronald Semide. We'll tell you a little bit about it. The Poesía Negroide is a genre of poetry literature that began in the 1920s, which focuses on Black individuals and their souls and sentiments around World War I. Themes included their customs, traditions, beliefs, and fears. The author of tonight's poem is Luis Pales Matos. He's a writer, novelist, poet, and a newspaper columnist born in Guayama, Puerto Rico. The poem's title is Canción Festiva para Ser Llorada, which translates to a festive song meant to be cried to. It describes the story of the Caribbean and the I can't pronounce that word for some reason. Thanks. It describes the story of the Caribbean, and it specifically highlights Cuba, Haiti, and Puerto Rico, with a refrain that can be translated as Cuba, parties and foolishness, Haiti, voodoo and wickedness, and Puerto Rico, all of the above. Luis goes around the Caribbean and the islands describing in a humorous way what each does and their contribution to history. The focus is always around Cuba, Haiti, and Puerto Rico, and towards the end he summarizes the contributions of all the countries to his story, indicating that they can only be what they are, but there's none better than Puerto Rico. Now, without further ado, let's welcome on stage Jaime Torres and the Sunday Brothers to perform Poesía Negroide.
Haití, vodú y calabaza. Puerto Rico, Burundanga. Martinica y Guadalupe me van poniendo la casa. Martinica en la cocina, Guadalupe en la sala. Martinica hace la sopa y Guadalupe la cama. Cuenta la luz, Martinica, que Guadalupe me aguarda. ¿En qué lorito aprendiste ese patuá de melaza? Guadalupe de mis trópicos, mi suculenta tinaja. A la francesa resbalo sobre tu carne mulata y a falta de pan tu torta es prieta, gloria antillana. He de traerte de Haití un cónsul de aristocracia, conde de orden Lorena, duque de la mermelada. Para cuidar del jardín con Santo Domingo basta, su perenne defecto puede incluso a distancia, su agrio gesto de primaje empila toda su cara cuando borda madrigales con dedos en guitarra. Cuba, ñáñigo y bachata. Haití, rodú y calabaza. Puerto Rico, Burundanga. Las Antillitas menores, tiquísimos entes bailan sobre el brillo de un viento del ancho golfo huracán. Aquí está Saint Kitts, el nene, el pobre de la comarca, pescando tiernos ciclones, entretiene su ignorancia, los pulga con sal de fruta, los ceba con coco de agua, y adulto ya los remite cebo a sus hermanas para que se desayunen con tormenta rebosada. Aquí está Santo Tomé, de Malagueta y Maranda, cargado el burro del cielo de su santidad de banda. Su santidad, máximo consejo y marca de fábrica. De su grave teología, Lutero hizo una fogata y alrededor, Biblia en mano, los negros gordos bailan cantando salmos oscuros a bongo de África. Hola viejo corazón, ya yo te he visto la cara, tu bravo puño de hierro me ha quedado la garganta. Por el mundo, embotellado del brazo de Jamaica, soltando tu áspero tufo de azúcares fermentadas. Cuba, ñáñigo y bachata. Haití, vodú y calabaza. Puerto Rico, Burundanga. Mira que tengo ñáñigo, niña no salga de casa. Mira que tengo ñáñigo, el jueguito de La Habana. Con tu cañara landinga, con tu seso mermelada, ñáñigo carabalí de la manigua cubana. Me voy al Titiringó de la calle de la Prángana. Ya verás, huele, que haciendo tras de mi saya cuando resude canela sobre la rumba de llama. Mañana tendré el amigo, la mejor de las corbatas. Macangal bate su conga en la torba, noche haitiana. Dentaduras de marfil en la tiniebla resaltan. Por los árboles se cuelan aristas, formas extrañas. Y Haití, fiera y enigmática, hierve como una amenaza. Es el vodú, la tremenda hora de zombí y la rana. Sobre los cañaverales los espíritus trabajan, como un maragrí en la sombra fila su negra daga. Mañana tendré el amigo, la mejor de las corbatas. De Salín grita, sangre, lo del pirro de venganza, mientras remoto, escondido, por la profunda maraña, Bacandal bate su conga en la torva noche haitiana. Cuba, ñáñigo y bachata. Haití, vudú y calabaza. Puerto Rico, burundanga. Andillas, bao pastoso de temple recién cuajada. Trajín de ingenio cañero, baño turco de melaza. Aristocracia de drill, donde la vida resbala sobre frases de natillas y suculentas metáforas. Estilización de costas a cargo de enteras palmas. Idioma blando y chorreoso. Mamey, cacao, guanábana. El negrito y cocotero David, turista que atrapa. Tartarín sensual que sueña de tu oro y tu murata. Solo a veces Don Quijote, con chiflado en musaraña, de su mariconería construye una dulcineada. Cuba, cubana, baño y bachata. Haití, Haití, vudú y calabaza. Puerto Rico, burundanga.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. That was fantastic. Another round of applause. Now, look, while they're kind of cleaning up here with the drums, I'd like to call Jessica Viviana Ramirez Arellano to the stage. We are pleased to have Jessica here with us tonight. Jessica is currently a student at St. Louis Community College, studying nursing, and doing quite well at it, I must say. She's earned a membership to the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society, and Jessica's going to share a few thoughts on the impact that Hispanic Scholarship Alliance has had on her college career.
Oh my
Jessica.
goodness. Yeah, I can't believe I have to follow that great performance. Okay, yeah. My name is Jessica Ramirez Arellano, and like you mentioned, I'm currently attending St. Louis Community College in Florissant Valley, where I'm working towards my registered nursing degree, and where I'm also completing courses necessary for my Bachelor's of Science in Nursing, which I plan to finish up in the University of Missouri St. Louis. And aside from being a member of the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society, I'm also a member of my district's Parents as Teachers for my kiddos. Aside from being a full-time student, I'm married, and my husband and I, we have 3 amazing children who are smart, funny, messy, and they have the sharpest persuasion skills. When I'm not at school or in the library completing assignments, I'm taking care of them. I have been a scholarship recipient of the various organizations that make up the Hispanic Scholarship Alliance of St. Louis since 2009, when I began taking classes at Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. I started part-time. And I can honestly say that if it wasn't for all the support I have received, I wouldn't be able to testify today that I'm a college student. Throughout high school, I never expected to attend college, in part because of the lack of encouragement I received from teachers, having been in ESL classes. I'm sure a lot of you can relate, a lot of you students. And because I assumed that people like myself with limited resources just weren't meant to go to college. I lived in Mexico until I was 9, and after moving to the United States with my family, our quality of life improved, but unfortunately so did the quantity of work for my parents. Witnessing my parents work long-hour jobs and getting paid minimum wage motivated me to be a hard worker and to take advantage of the education that I was receiving. In my junior year in high school, I did become discouraged watching all my friends begin to apply to college and realizing that after all the hard work my parents had dedicated to give us a better life, it still wasn't enough to take me to college. It wasn't until I graduated high school that I met my mentor, Virginia Braggs, who introduced me to the various resources available for Hispanic students like myself. I remember the drive home, the first orientation I attended, and thinking to myself, is this a dream? Am I really going to get to go to college? In the fall of 2009, I became the first person in my immediate family and in my extended family to attend college. Being the first person in my family to attend college makes me realize how fortunate I was to find a mentor who guided me through entry to college, how fortunate I am to receive support from these scholarships, and how privileged I am to live in a country where people are willing to help hardworking students in need. In turn, I'm able to show others what my family and what Hispanics are capable of accomplishing when given the opportunities. The help these scholarships have provided have changed not only my life, but also my children's lives and the generations that will follow them. My son Brandon, he will be starting kindergarten in 3 short weeks. He is as enthusiastic about learning as I've always been. And I'm excited to start on his new educational path with him because I'm confident now that someday he'll have the opportunity to attend college. Having a family of my own, I don't have the opportunity to work part-time while attending college. And thanks to the encouragement I have received from these organizations and sponsors, I have never had to worry about my tuition payment. Aside from the financial aspect, these organizations also provide me with motivation. I am motivated to do the best that I can in all of my classes because I don't want to let you guys down. And I'm also motivated by their dedication and hope to someday serve others in the same inspiring and supportive way that I have been shown. So thank you. I don't know about you guys, but I was almost in tears. That was beautiful, that was inspirational, and that is why we're here tonight, to help many more like her, exactly 37. It's all about you guys. It's all about the students, it's all about education, it's all about the future. And with that said, let's get to business. What we're going to do now is that we are going to call each of the organizations and the respective president or representative that's going to turn in this scholarship. And you will call your students one at a time, and then we'll have a picture at the end. So it'll be one picture per organization. With that said, I'd like to welcome John Galator to represent the Adult Basic Education Foundation of Metropolitan St. Louis and the Bolivian Society.
Thank you. Good evening. The Adult Education ABE Foundation of Metropolitan St. Louis was established in 1993 with the purpose of supporting ABE through service and financial grants for the benefit of the St. Louis Public Schools ABE division, which is now called Adult Education and Literacy, whose objectives include the furtherance of adult education. One of our major functions is to provide scholarships. This year, we are happy to be a part of the Scholarship Alliances program to provide our 3rd scholarship of the year. Tonight, I am happy to acknowledge the 2013 recipient, Adriana Acedes. Adriana I'll say a little bit of Adriana. Adriana graduated from Bishop DuBourg High School in May 2012. She is interested in biology and other sciences and plans to attend San Luis Community College at Merrimack. Although she spent countless hours volunteering after school helping teachers with preschoolers, her goal in life is to become a nurse. She took the first step in meeting this goal by joining the Healthcare Career Club while in high school, where she took a first aid CPR class. And her second step was to do volunteer work at the hospital during winter break. Adriana is willing to work hard to make her dream come true. Congratulations, Adriana, and much success.
Adriana? Stay up here. Sorry. Just until the end.
Okay. We'll continue then with the second scholarship, which is with the Bolivian Society of Metropolitan San Luis. The Bolivian Society of Metropolitan San Luis congratulates all the 2013 scholarship recipients. Tonight, I am happy to acknowledge our 2013 recipient, Mario Cerón Escobar. Mario. Mario Cerón Escobar. Mario graduated from Parkway West High School in May 2013 and was accepted by Missouri University of Science and Technology in roll-up for the fall semester. His goal is to become an environmental engineer because he likes science and innovation. Along these lines, he also feels that with this degree, he will be able to help his community and preserve the environment at the same time. He is from Chile, our neighbor country from Bolivia. Thank you much.
Here you go. We gotta take pictures. Gotta love pictures. Now I'd like to call on stage Carmen Dense with Grupo Atlántico.
Buenas noches, again. Es mi privilegio presentarla por el tercer año consecutivo la beca a un estudiante mujer en el campo STEM, que ya supimos contribuye al progreso y al desarrollo más que cualquier otro campo. Esta scholarship este año va dedicada a Jessica González, aquí en mi privilegio tener cerca a mí ahora. Jessica es de ascendencia de México y es la primera en su familia que está progresando hacia el college. Hablando con ella antes de la ceremonia, me impresionó muchísimo la dedicación y la madurez que presenta esta chica para recoger el fruto que nosotros, las instituciones, estamos dando hoy, y sé en mi corazón que va a ser un futuro brillante para ella. Esta scholarship a la que estoy presentando ahora mismo también lleva con la iniciativa de que ella debe saber, y todos los que han recibido scholarship, que nosotros estamos aquí como mentores, que estamos aquí para continuar la labor que nos hemos impuesto, y que sabe ella que a cualquier momento puede tocarme la puerta en la Escuela de Medicina a Washington University, donde le presentaré todas las oportunidades que pueda, porque su meta, además de tener básicamente la química, es eventualmente llegar a ser una profesional en el campo de medicina. Muchísimas gracias.
Thank you very much. And moving along, I want to call on stage Maria Vandeman, President of Hacemos, the Hispanic Latino Employee Association of AT&T.
Buenas noches, good evening. I would like to offer special thanks to Boeing for sponsoring our reception. I would also like to thank my Hacemos board members who are in attendance. If you could just please stand up quickly so we can see who those are. Matt and Danielle. And then we have Dan. Today Hacemos is distributing 11 scholarships. Yeah, that's actually really good. One of which is a result of partnership with the Latino Leadership Institute. I was honored to be on the inaugural class, and I hope that we can continue our contributions with them. I just want everyone to know that we can make a difference. That just like much of our motto, juntos hacemos más, together we do more, and these students earned it. So I would like to, since we have so many of them, I would like just to call your name, and if you could please come to the podium. Pamela Avila. Will be a senior at Missouri State University. She will be graduating with a degree in fashion merchandising and minor in retail management. Marcos Barcelona will be a sophomore at University of Missouri. He is studying bioengineering. Olivia Gada will be a freshman at Wellesley College. She will be majoring in biochemistry with a focus in pre-med. Kevin Gomez will be a junior at University of Missouri this fall. His major will be public policy. Sean Gonzalez will be a freshman at University of Missouri. His major will be electrical engineering. Eric Vasquez will be a junior at University of Missouri. He will be majoring in accounting. Piero Burcio Roca will be a freshman at Missouri University of Science and Technology in Rolla. His major will be chemical engineering. Miguel Placarta will be a freshman at Webster University. Miguel plans to pursue a sociology degree. Juan David Remolina, and he's actually going to be a multiple award winner. Jennifer Jacqueline Garcia will be attending University of Michigan and study medicine. And Maria Elizabeth Delgado, unfortunately, she's not able to attend tonight. And please give them a round of applause.
Tell us, Joe. Very good.
Congratulations.
Bomba represents the survival of African traditions. The dance originated from African slaves brought from Ghana to the eastern region of Puerto Rico. Led by choreographer Jose Hernandez, please welcome the Boricuan Bomba dancers.
Oh,
Great job. Another round of applause for the And now to continue more of scholarship presentations, I'd like to welcome Tony Gonzalez, the president of Gonzalez Companies, to the stage.
Hi, forgive me, I did not bring my reading glasses, and I didn't invite you reading, so bear with me. So I'm sort of not that far away over probably. I'm not sure what to say. Look, my parents were immigrants here from Cuba. They came here with nothing. They worked very hard. They got education the old-fashioned way. I worked growing up on a farm. I've worked my way up through school. I understand very much working full-time and taking 18 credit hours. It took me 8 years, though, to get my 2 degrees, and took me another 3 years to get my master's. So all I can tell you is that your work, your drive, your effort, those are the keys, along with your education, to unlocking the American dream, and you can do it. It's completely accessible to you. This is an amazing country with amazing opportunities. Gonzalez Companies, what we're doing here simply is just giving back. We've formed our own foundation. It's a small foundation, but it provides scholarships where we think it's necessary and needed, and as the Hispanic Chamber sort of points out individuals to us, so they're sort of feeding individuals to us and helping us with our decision making. And so this year, from our point of view, we are awarding a scholarship to Elkis Mata. If you'd like to come up, you're welcome to. And also, Belkis is at St. Louis University, and she's studying finance. She, through her profile and reading about her, it understands that she needs to be the best, and she strives and works to be the best, and that's one reason why you stood out for us. Thank you. You're welcome. She is not interning at our firm yet, but that may very well be. We need business components to the company. Christian Palomar, he is also a recipient this year of a scholarship from the Charitable Foundation. Christian is very, very hardworking. He's intelligent as well, but he's very hardworking. He is pursuing civil engineering at the University of Missouri, a joint program with Washington University. He does intern at our firm currently, and we're not easy on our interns, or much less anyone. He's a very hard worker, and he's very dedicated. He has been tested. So I am very pleased to provide you with this scholarship as well. I have no doubt that these two will be very successful individuals and will give back to the St. Louis community in the future. No doubt.
Thank you to the,
Actually, we do want to mention make note,
I didn't say.
UMSL actually did match the scholarship to the student that's going there, and from their chancellor, they've made a commitment that if in the future, any of the students that are recipients of the scholarship going to UMSL, they will match that scholarship.
fantastic. And that's just the beginning, because, you know, in a couple of years, we're going to be saying that not only is UMSL matching, but it's SLU, it's WashU, it's University of Missouri. We need everyone in this room to continue to work toward that, because matching is from one school is one thing, but let's get the whole state involved. No, you can do it. We can do it. Let's bring Rafael Numarin with the Hispanic ECS Fund to the stage, please. Thank you, Rafael.
I just want to let you know the different awards here are earned by each individual. The recipient of our scholarship, in addition to be great in the study area, would like to have them a community involvement. So all of them not only have going to school, but they also work in the spare time with their family and their community. And that makes them a round educated individual that when they finish their education, they will never forget where they came from, and they go back and mentor somebody else to continue the education. And right now they're working with the needs that when they finish with their degree, they would try to get them going better, assisting, be part of this solution, not part of the problem. Start fixing the problem while they go to school. So I'm very honored to have the first recipient of our scholarship is Mario Cerón Escobar. I changed the order, but that's the prerogative of the president. Mario was born in Santiago, Chile, and will be attending Missouri University of Science and Technology in Rolla. Mario will be entering into the environmental engineering program for a fall 2013 semester. Mario, then the second one that we have, let's get back in order. Fatima Arabia. No, ya la dieron. No, Fatima Arabia. Fatima is Mexican Salvadorian and is majoring in nursing at San Luis Community College and entering her sophomore year. María Alejandra Cuartas.
She's not here. She's not here.
¿Se fue?
Yeah.
Con cuartos.
No, she's not here.
Maria Alejandra Cuarta, Colombian-born Maria, is attending St. Louis Community College, pursuing a degree in nursing. She's entering her junior year at college. This is the third year in a row that Maria received a scholarship from the Hispanic ECS Fund, and we're very honored to keep on working with her progress. Not only give the scholarship, but be sure that by mentoring her that she keep on going to school. So, Kevin Gomez. Kevin is a Mexican student at St. Louis Community College. He's majoring in urban studies. We need that, a lot of urban study here. And then we have Juan David Remolina. Juan, a Colombian, is studying Missouri University of Science and Technology on Rolla, and majoring in physics and mathematics. Now we have a special scholarship that is given by the family of Guillermo Rodriguez. It's Guillermo Rodriguez Santos and Ana Maria Barceló Memorial Scholarship. And this is the way you can remember your family, by providing a scholarship to somebody that needs now the help to finish college and remember your parents and your family members. We're encouraging you, we're trying to get you to do the same thing, can be for your company or your family. So we're very honored to present that to Jessica Coronel. Jessica is studying accounting at St. Louis Community College. Business. Un negocito más. A student Mexican young lady is granted this year GRB and A&B Memorial Scholarship for her accomplishment. Guillermo Rodriguez Santos held a business degree and is fitting that Jessica has been awarded this scholarship. These are our recipients for this year. I just want to make a comment. Last year I was here and opened my big mouth like always and say, where are the men? Everybody was a woman. I love women. I have 3 daughters and everybody else. I have 3 daughters and 3 female cats. I fixed up. I'm the minority. So finally, this year we see more young men with young women. We need both. We need to have the whole community involved. I'm going to recognize that now. Thank you very much.
I'm going to take advantage of this quick moment while they take a picture. For those of you, we've been very blessed to have a couple of people who have multiple winners. So if you are a multiple winner, please make sure to bring your certificate back with you so that we can put it for the nice picture. Hey, we're saving trees.
I'd like to call Pendy Trujillo to the stage here, representing the Hispanic Leaders Group of Greater St. Louis.
Good evening. I just wanted to say I've been with the Hispanic Leaders Group for a long time. I'm very deeply into education, so I'm very honored to be able to present these scholarships tonight. The first one is Fatima G. Arabia. She's a community college, and her goal is to become a nurse practitioner. Jessica Villana Ramirez Ariano. Jessica was born in Mexico and is currently studying nursing at St. Louis Community College at Forest Valley. She is a Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society and plans to transfer to the University of Missouri to earn a bachelor's degree. And Juan David Remolina. He's studying physics and applied mathematics at the University of Missouri, Missouri University of Science and Technology in Rolla.
while they're taking their picture, it's time for Jaime Torres. I'll call you to the stage for representing the Hispanic Scholarship Alliance.
You're so fortunate that I'm not the MC, and you have not heard me today except now. So I hope that that model works in the future. I know Bob didn't want to hear my voice anymore, but I have the fortune because I think Rafael gave you some ideas of what the Alliance is all about. It's a very autonomous organization where each of the organizations do their own thing. But many years ago, we thought that we can do something together which will highlight and particularly witness the talent that we have in our community. And because of that, we were able to provide a much better model for those individuals and corporations and companies that want to donate and provide funding. And it's better when you have a large group together rather than an individual. Bob, Fox, and Maxine have been clear in that aspect from the beginning, so they are one of the main contributors, but this year we actually have more donations coming in, and because the Alliance always thought that there was a process by which not every talented Hispanic in our community can be selected by each of the organizations because fundings are never, as much as we would like to. But this year we were able to, with all the collections and donations that we received, and everyone that applied for organizations throughout the Alliance will be receiving a scholarship this year. So I'm so glad that we were going to be repeating some names and others that have not been on stage. The Alliance have a different selection committee where they look upon those great talented people and provide some money. So Hacemos actually provided some funding to the Global Alliance funding, the Bolivian Society, the Adult Basic Education, and some individuals. So we're able to provide $750 to each of those other applicants, and I would like to call them up as they come up because some of you already know that they've been here. One of those is Adriana Cebes. You're welcome to come on board. Pamela Avila. Carlos Burgos. Mirna Coronel. Cameron Garcia. Leticia González, Ángel Rechi, Zaira Rodriguez, and the last but not the least is Julian Vaquera, that unfortunately could not be here because he's actually working at this hour. So I told him the check is in the mail. I don't know when I'll get there. So congratulations. So you know that the money you gave us is in their hands. Whether they use it for clothing or a laptop or buying a car, whatever the case will be, because you know that the story today is that there are many needs when you go to the university. So therefore we did not put any restrictions on that award. So thank you and congratulations to all these great talent Hispanics.
I would like to call on stage Santiago Beltran for the Latino Leadership Institute.
evening. Buenas noches. The Latino Leadership Institute is a program from the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce for young professionals. Its goal is to provide training for young professionals on leadership skills and development to develop the Latino leaders of the future. I was part of the second class and just finished the program. And when we finished the program, we talked about what kind of things we could do to give back. And one of the things we decided to do was to raise some funds for a scholarship. So with that in mind, it's my pleasure to present the Latino Leadership Institute Scholarship to Mayra Isabel Rico. Mayra is currently pursuing a degree in nursing at the University of Missouri St. Louis. She is a very dedicated student who balances work and school and still manages to get involved in her school student organization and as a member of the Holy Trinity dance and drama groups. Mayra sets an example for her siblings as she's the first of her family to go to college. Congratulations, Mayra.
Now I'd like to call on stage Samuel Llanos, President of the Puerto Rican Society, please.
Good evening, buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
On behalf of the Puerto Rican Society, by the way, Sam Llanos, I'm the president of the Puerto Rican Society. I want to first recognize my two other board members that are here with me tonight, Ms. Flavia Alvarez and Antonio Maldonado. Three of us, along with the rest of our board members, are very honored to be a part of the HSA again this year. And I just want to go ahead, and we did have a lot of applicants this year, many of which I've already seen here tonight receiving awards. I'm happy about that. But we have chosen two individuals this evening. I'm going to call them up and then talk about them very briefly. The first one is Yurgeni Valdez. She's a recent high school graduate. She's originally from the Dominican Republic. She'll be going to Babson College, which is in Massachusetts in the fall. She's studying business there. Secondly, Samantha Castillo. She's a Puerto Rican student at UMSL. She's focusing her studies on media studies. She works very hard in her community with two nonprofit organizations, and these are two recipients for this year.
Thank you. Last but not least, I'd like to call on stage William Bellallanes, President of the Society of Hispanic Professional Engineers.
So, before I start, I am the last one, bro. I just want to make sure that I'm the last one before I say what I'm about to say.
Oh, Lord.
So,
This was not rehearsed.
I just want to say we just like to wait till the last to present events. So, my name is William Vallallanes, and I'm the ex-president of the Society of Hispanic Professional Engineers. Chef just elected his new president for the next year, which is Jose Arellano, and he's here with us today. Can we get a Sam just got the chance to introduce his board members, so I thought, hey, why can't I do the same? I'm very honored to present this scholarship to Miss Melissa Elder, as she's going to UMSNT, getting a degree in environmental engineering. Can I get a round of applause? Because when I was back in high school, I used to do a lot of research with the EPA on environmental issues back home in Puerto Rico. So I'm pretty honored to have her here and present this scholarship to her. Like I said, Melissa works in the UMSNT. She's pursuing a degree in environmental engineering. And if I'm not mistaken, one of her goals is to end up in a job dealing with plants and how can plants help with our pollution, our global pollution problems. But what I really want is for her to land a job at the EPA so she can give us a break on all the testing that happens on our airports, you know, all the aircraft jet fuel exhaust testing and all that stuff. So congratulations.
Quick announcements as we start to conclude the evening's festivities here. Just from, first off, we do have another VIP in the house with us, Gilbert Bailon with the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, the editor. Please round of applause for Gilbert. We have a couple of events upcoming. The Puerto Rican Society has their annual picnic at Blanchette Park on August 3rd. The International Institute has a wonderful event, the Festival of Nations, August 24th and 25th at Tower Grove Park. And the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce has their annual golf event, September 12th at Forest Park. So please try to support these events as you can. Wow, what an evening, everyone. I mean, this has been, can you guys kind of feel the energy of everybody, that all these award winners that we have here tonight in this room? You know, I don't know about you, but I am certainly inspired by the evening's festivities. The number of Hispanic Scholarship Alliance scholars represents a 54% increase over the number that we awarded last year. That's almost $50,000 has been distributed this evening. And clearly, all of you here tonight are making a difference to better our community. New groups are stepping up. We're seeing it here tonight. And there are more advocates than ever before, but there's more work to be done. We're not done yet. We need you to continue to influence the educational landscape of our community. The U.S. Latino population is growing. It's expected to double by 2015. By 2050. We're working, but not that. As the fastest growing segment of the U.S. workforce, increasing college graduation rates among Latinos is essential to America's future. To our scholars, go forward with confidence and support from our member organizations, for this is your time to seize opportunity.
Thank you everyone for coming. It has truly been a wonderful evening. I can't say that I haven't been inspired, motivated to keep going, knowing that I was part of it and I continue to be part of it, and I'm going to continue, you know, in the future, and my kids and the kids of my kids and so on and so forth, because as Joan said, there is work to be done. With that, to end our evening, I would like to call Guillermo Rodriguez on stage to perform our dearest God Bless America, after which he will be dismissed. Thank you again for coming tonight, and we hope to see you next year.
How about another round of applause to this fantastic duo? Thank you for
coming. You would probably recall that about an hour and a half ago, we started honoring America. We sang the national anthem, Star Spangled Banner. Now, we're going to honor America. We're going to sing God Bless America. And you're going to join me in singing it. The words are towards the end of your program. Now, one thing that I don't know that many of you know is that Irving Berlin was born in Russia. So Irving Berlin, one of the most famous American composers, was from Russia, an immigrant. He was born in 1888. He died in 1989. A very long life. And in 1918, he was preparing a musical. And he wrote God Bless America. And remember, this is the time right after World War I. While the storm clouds gather far across the sea, let us swear allegiance to a land that's free. Let us all be grateful for a land so fair as we raise our voices in a solemn prayer. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, wide in the world. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, wide with the home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. Buenas noches, gracias.
Hope to see you next year.
If all the award winners and organizations want to come give one big, huge group picture upstage, we'll give it a shot.
So you can jet, you can make